welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm Georgia and we are so happy that you're with us today. We are going to make 8 quick and easy cards using one 12 by 12 designer series paper. Oh my goodness, it's so quick, it's so easy that we know you're going to love this. So let's head down to the crafting table and let's get started. Today we are going to use this beautiful paper, Expressions in Ink. We just love this new designer series paper. It is just beautiful. Now, if you take this 12 by 12 piece of paper and you cut it a certain way, you can get 8 cards out of here that you can do in more than likely under 30 minutes. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is take our paper, and if it's directional paper, of course, you're going to have to really take that into consideration when you cut this paper. But we're not going to worry about that for the paper that we've selected. So the first cut you're going to need to make is a 4-inch cut. So we're going to go ahead and cut that. We're going to move it over and cut it again. 4-inch. And then we're going to measure it and make sure that this one is also a 4-inch, and it is. Now we're going to turn it landscape, and we will be cutting it 5 1/4. So we have 1, 2, and keep this little piece of paper. We're going to show you what you're going to do with that. 3, 4. And now we're going to take this last strip and we are cutting it 2 inches. Cut it on the 2-inch mark. Straight down. And this time we're going to go ahead and cut it 5 1/2 because we want it to run the whole length of the card. There's 1. I'm going to cut it 5 1/2. There's 2. Keep this little piece of paper. Bring in that other piece of paper, cut it at 5 1/2. That's 3 and 4. And once again, we're going to keep this little piece of paper because that is a 2-inch strip. We're going to go ahead and cut this a little square. Cut it at 1 inch, and we're going to have 2 little squares. We're going to cut the other piece at 1 inch so that we have 2 little squares. And now we have not wasted any of this 12 by 12 paper. So let's go ahead and put this to the side. Now the next thing we are doing is we are using the end colors for all our cards. So I'm going to make 2 cards to show you the design, and then I'm going to bring in the other 6 cards using those beautiful end colors to show you how they look. So let's go ahead and bring in our silicone mat with our adhesive, and let's get our top mat glued down. Okay. Now we need a little accent right here. So we're going to go ahead and just bring in another color. Look how pretty that coordinates. And we're going to go ahead and put that down right there. And now we need to stamp our sentiment, and look at the sentiments that we're bringing in. The sunny sentiments. They have some beautiful sayings. And we're also bringing in Stitched So Sweetly dies. We love these dies and so happy that they carried over into the annual catalog. So we have all our labels cut out. And we are simply going to bring in our stamp and start stamping our sentiments. So pretty. So let's go ahead and stamp another one. Hold it for good contact. Going to bring in another one. Now this one we're going to turn portrait. Now we have already laid down our mat, our strip, and we are just going to bring some dimensionals and get this right in the center. So quick and easy. Let's say you're planning that party and you forgot to have cards for all your family that's coming and you wanted to make some quick cards. This is the design that you will absolutely love. And here is our first design. Isn't that lovely? Now we're going to use one of our strips of paper with our Pale Papaya card. And we have this bigger strip that is going to act as a mat that we put behind this strip and lay it down. Okay, and let's get this glued down. And now just pick one of the sentiments that we've already stamped. We're going to go ahead and put this one, I think, right to the edge, but put it right in the center. There. And now we have the outside of our two designs that we're going to carry this design through the remainder of our cards. But let's go ahead and lay down our inside for our sentiments. And we want to go ahead and take a piece of paper. We're going to cut one of these shorter strips. Remember, we had two short strips. We're going to cut those in half. And we are simply going to put this right on the side of this piece of paper just to give it some flair. Okay. Now we're going to work on the inside of our second card. And this one is a portrait, and we're just going to add this at the top of the mat. And so, here is our design. Let me show you the other 6 cards that we have made. Okay, so here are our first 2 cards that we made, and we added some little rhinestones here, the in color gems. Oh, so pretty. It just makes it, doesn't it? Using the same design, we brought in Pale Papaya, bringing in the Evening Evergreen, and finally we brought in the Fresh Freesia to complete this design pattern with all the new in colors. Quick and easy cards that you can make for all occasions. We just chose the thank you, sunny thoughts, and birthday. And you can also use this with any designer series paper that you have. Well, thank you so much for sharing your time with us today. Please take a moment and subscribe to our channel and share our channel. We want you to go out, have a fantastic day. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and be creative in your crafting. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.